E aí, pessoal, quem fala aqui é o Keyless Solly, voltando mais uma vez com Alan Wake pra vocês aqui. Dessa vez a gente vai começar a nova DLC, que acabou de sair. Deixa eu tirar o mouse aqui. Deixa eu ver se tá tudo certo com as coisas aqui, que faz tempo que eu não jogo ele. Médio, resolução de textura alta, médio, alto, baixo. Bem, vamos começar a expansão então. Embora, Lake House. A Casa do Lago. Provavelmente vai ser um vídeo só.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
O áudio tá travando um pouco, mas tá bom.
6, 8... Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help.
Certeza que vai ter alguma coisa de Control 2 aqui, cara. Tô ansioso.
If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga.
Talvez esse vídeo saia na quinta-feira. Passeio especial de Halloween, né? Halloween, final, né? Então talvez tenha vídeo segunda, terça e quinta. E sexta não.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon.
Huh.
You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Vamos começar então.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Roger that.
Faz tempo que eu não mexo nisso. Eu prefiro deixar a arma aqui em cima.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, My low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Abre de Sésamo.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility?
Here at the Lake House.
No?
As I'm sure you know, I am Dr.
Ai, eu adoro esses vídeos de contra um soldado que tava.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
A estrutura já me passando a vibe de control, cara, saudade.
In our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's.
3 S's.
Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
Why, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid, wonderful joke, Jules.
Faz tempo que eu não jogo,
We'll
entendeu?
see you down there.
Tá tudo da antiga casa. Vou ver um negócio aqui na minha configuração rapidinho.
An experiment. That bodes well. That's handy. Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down.
Changing passwords, huh?
Dia 18 de junho. Trinta e oito.
On. Damn it.
Essa câmera tá me incomodando um pouquinho. O controle não é meu, então, sabe, é um pouquinho diferente do meu. Deixa assim, vai. Perfil mais alto. Punha meio 7.
This should come in handy.
Vem pra mamãe. Era pra estar tocando um vídeo aqui, mas tá bom. Boas notícias! QG ainda escuro. Torta estava boa. Sobre mais torta, nós temos café. Essa do chega semana que vem. Esse documento que tem aqui referente já ao... censurado algumas coisas. É sempre censurado, né, porra?
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
Ai, caralho, que vai dar merda.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Show. Show, show.
Relay that order.
Show.
A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Jill's keycard could be useful.
Achar o cartão dela pra abrir ali, então.
Okay, priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, not smart?
Não é uma boa mesmo. Até andar com isso aqui já é perigoso, porra. Que porra de barulho foi esse?
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. I need to get back to the elevator.
Não tá totalmente escuro, mas também não tá totalmente aceso essa merda.
At least the elevator's back.
Aqui tem luz pelo menos, né? Sempre tem. Perfeito pra mim isso aqui, ó. Dr.
First
Darling!
off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The lake house has made amazing strides in research into AWE. Great work, team. I wanted to come check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Doctors Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals.
Ai, saudade que eu tava do Darling.
Anything testing arts of this.
The lake house.
If you can understand, it never fucking works. What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths.
Nada bom, né? Nada bom, nada bom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Mirror, please hold.
Now where am I? What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that could be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak.
Isso é
That
bom.
means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe?
work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used crude.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Calma aí, meu filho.
Firing his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now.
Que porra foi essa?
Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. But something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty Sunday.
Sublevel 3.
This isn't the floor I wanted.
What?
Fucking elevator. Where'd the elevator go?
Porra. Processo de refinamento. Ah, eles estavam usando uma máquina pra, tipo, tentar criar o negócio. Eu já li bem por cima, pra vocês não precisarem ler tudo.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes.
Porque as páginas que o Alan
For himself.
tira são brancas, essas páginas são negras.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Diana and Jules
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I cannot allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped. Experiment.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
A gente tem que desligar isso. Eles estão tentando recriar o estilo do Alan. Não vai dar certo, a gente sabe disso, mas ainda assim pode causar algum efeito desastroso isso. Viram, rapaziada? Ali tá aberto.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Deve ser por aqui.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
Hã? Eu voltei pro andar 3, mas tá diferente agora. Ah.
Back where I started.
Por que
Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
Diana and Jules Marmont.
Você tem que passar 3 vezes no mesmo lugar pra ter alguma diferença. Mas pode ser que eu ache alguma coisa desse caminho diferente.
An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overwhelm founded.
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight. Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Sempre, né? Foda que eu vou ter que passar de novo.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. Science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction.
parece muito quando a gente tá em Nova York, isso. Oi? Oi? Cadê eu? Onde é que eu tô? Tem que levar isso pra algum lugar. Ah, entendi.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
Mas o que mudou? É a pintura.
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Mormons plugging his head.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are.
Porra, vai tomar no cu, filha da puta.
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do? A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are. The further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Gotta find that elevator.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Tem inimigo aqui, hein?
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
É muito control esse lugar, mano. Que legal.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting.
Isso é uma página
He
dele.
didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Aqui era a cela dele.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint. Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Nossa, cara. Coitado do senhorzinho. Ele pintou a parede toda, pelo jeito. De uma forma que eles tiveram que remover por algum motivo. Ah! Cara, ele tá escrevendo o negócio da Casa do Lago, essas coisas. Só que é do... É referência ao Alan Wake 1. Será que, tipo, ele foi influenciado? Porque é literalmente o negócio do Alan Wake 1, isso aqui. O início do Alan Wake 1. Ah, senha? Puta que pariu. Eu vou pesquisar a senha, foda-se. Tô com preguiça de ir pra lá e pra cá. É, pode me xingar se quiser, mas isso aqui é preguiça porque... Haja paciência. Ah, tá sentando. Uma merda. Mas ó, é literalmente o negócio do Alan Wake 1, ó. Só pra vocês saberem uma coisa, essa daqui não é a casa do Link de verdade, tá? Aqui é só o...
Hey, hello. Who are you?
É só onde ficava a clínica do Hartman e eles construíram essa House Lake, mas não é a casa do Lake, é a casa do Lago de verdade.
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Shadow
sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Kill a metaphor.
Tá bom, chefia. Tem alguma munição disso aqui? Salvar o jogo. Vou só pegar a munição antes. Tá escuro pra caralho, hein? É, mano. Obrigado, eu tava precisando disso, tá?
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this. How many paintings did they have this guy make?
42169, nossa!
There. Without HQ, more situations like this are gonna fall through the cracks. I'm glad someone here stood up to him.
Quando que ela morreu, né?
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in.
No! Turn back! Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
Talvez ela tenha sido mandada embora, pelo menos. É o que a gente espera. O que tem por aqui?
Had a thought today. A possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing is very niche.
Maldição do cacete. as coisas que tem por aqui, vazar. Aqui é do subnível 3. Então é isso, eu vou pro subnível 3, que daí lá tem coisa do 2. Porra! Só pra verificar uma coisa?
My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger.
Sublevel 3.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick.
Só tem a página aqui? Só tem a página aqui.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
Só vim ver dar uma olhada no que tem nesses lugares aqui. E já vamos subir pro primeiro andar então. Nossa, mas tipo, o quanto que esse lugar me lembra os negócios de control. O elevador sumiu. Que merda foi essa? De onde surgiu esse bicho, cara? Que susto!
Level 1.
You fucking bastard!
Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow. I should get that gun while I'm up here. How do I get in the room with that gun? It's down. Time to move. These panels are blocking the door.
Porra. Será que desligar a energia?
I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean,
Não, 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 não!
This should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant.
Bastards.
Malditos do caralho. A pessoa que fez isso fez de forma que os outros não descobrissem, aparentemente. Se não me engano, tem o quê? Tem algumas coisas lá no segundo, não tem? Tá bloqueado? Mas pode ser documento, essas coisas, mas se for munição é bom. Vou até dar uma olhada. Tá aqui, ó.
That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Sublevel 2.
Barulho de tinta, cara, se mexendo, que bizarro, né? É, vai, fica aí, bombeiro, seu trouxão. Merda.
It's an unfortunate setback. This species is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key.
Babaca de merda. Puta que pariu, cadê o elevador? O rapaz tá escrevendo ainda. Mano, cadê o elevador? Eu não vi o elevador por acaso, né? Já volto aqui só um segundo. Achei o elevador. Vamos pro -4 primeiro.
This is not level 4.
Olá.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man!
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Ai, ai. Espera um pouco. Deixa eu só... O negócio aqui é rapidinho. Depois eu corto essa parte. Só tô fazendo um negócio aqui que me incomodou. Voltei. O meu controle desconectou porque ele deixou o tempo demais parado. Deixa eu arrumar isso. Bora lá. Aê. Uh-uh.
Sublevel 4.
Wish the elevator would stop moving.
Ué? Conectou do nada sozinho. Será que tá com pouca bateria ele? Pode ser que esteja, hein? Ai, calma, só um segundo, já volto. Pera. Ah, perfeito. Eu tô usando meu outro controle que tá com o botão quebrado. Mas eu não acho que eu uso pra ele nada, sacou? Pera. Ah, usa sim. Eu já sei pra que usa, fudeu. Ai, merda, já volto. Eu tive uma ideia genial simples, que foi trocar a bateria, botar no outro controle a bateria que precisa carregar e deixar carregando. Genial. Aí eu posso continuar jogando. Aqui que eles gravavam uns vídeos, eu acho. Não, parece que é só dela, talvez.
Oh, nice office.
Por que é sempre isso, esse tipo de coisa? Encarregado? Puta que pariu, né? Sobe fogo!
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Palhaçada de geometria cambiante. Porra! Merda. Raiva, tá? Muita raiva, merda.
Okay, black rock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these. Come on.
Merda.
Okay, black rock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these. Come on.
Oi? Oh, câmera. Esse controle tem problema com a câmera. Deixa eu recuperar minha vida, vai. Canagem com minha cara, isso aí. Okay.
The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
Huh?
September 13th, 2023, notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But, the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art's score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of every book. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. Increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in book herself.
This doesn't look like Lane's style. A different artist.
Tá sem áudio? Tá bom, né?
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
A light switch cord.
All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being
Quick lesson on
plagiarized.
light switch cords.
Oh, that
If you
is
find
really
one,
fucking
pull it
rich,
3
Jules.
times.
Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my...
The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection. The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time.
Não é o
Which
controle
was
que tá
definitely
bugado, é o
unusual.
jogo mesmo que tá às vezes, pelo jeito. Olha! É um quadro da Jess misturado com o Trent. Show.
Panopticon.
Ah, mas o
The
Panopticon...
Panopticon is at headquarters. Yeah.
Dylan! Eu sabia que ia ter alguma coisa de controle.
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
Faz muito tempo também que eu não vejo você. Você tá acordado?
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
What I mean here is either a painting or a paracriminal. There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house.
Eu tô conversando com ele de uma
Is
maneira
anyone else
diferente.
I can't.
It's a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago. What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, not again. Not yet. No.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. For one, I need to know if it...
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
A teaser encontrou dois? É, caramba, eles fizeram o oposto. Tem coisa de gameplay? Nossa!
Felt wrong.
You booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow.
At least my voice is back to normal.
Cara, vocês não sabem quanto que minha boca tá aberta. Tipo, meu Deus, coisa de control, sacou? Calma, meu filho.
1, 2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6. No.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
Caralho. Ela ainda tem a consciência, sério?
Typical fucking Mormons.
Puta que pariu, nossa, ela é forte, hein? Porra, tá bom, ela... Oh. Ok. Ah, meu Deus, ela é rápida também. Puta que pariu. Eu tô com a vida pouca. Ai, ai. Meu Deus. O bichinho chato, hein? Puta que pariu, eu tô falando, é difícil, mano. Eu vou morrer de novo. Mano, eu vou cortar essa batalha, porque senão eu vou ficar aqui pra sempre. Consegui. Ah, foda-se!
I don't have time for this. I need to shut down this threshold before it fractures.
Cara, adoraria me desculpar, mas sem tempo, sacou?
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koskinen, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. But this one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
É isso, pessoal. Muito obrigado por quem assistiu. Consegui fazer em 2 horas, né? Olha só. Fim do capítulo.
Deep press, deep press.
A procura da libertação. Vou encerrar aí, espero que vocês tenham gostado. E foi isso, acabamos a nossa história da Alan Wake. Não vai ter mais, não vai ter mais, não vai ter mais. É isso, muito obrigado por quem assistiu e até a próxima. Falou, tchau.